It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, model citizens. Welcome to Junction tonight on Trains and Tech, which is Christmas Eve. So we'll probably have a little bit of a smaller group tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about the struggle bus that I've been on lately. I'm wearing, I think, a very appropriate shirt. I asked my model train if it had any life advice. It said, does anyone want to guess what it said? I do also have some packages over here to my right. So I thought, in the spirit of Christmas, that I would start off by opening up some boxes, and we'll see how things go, and we'll go from there. If people have any questions about what's going on or anything, I've been posting a bunch lately up on Facebook as well as the YouTube community chat group thing, and just trying to get more day-to-day what I'm up to out there. It's been an adventure lately. So I thought we'd start with something that I got that was absolutely a not needed thing, but it was something that I figured, once I was already paying for shipping, that I might as well just throw this item in. And I've never actually purchased one of these items before, so I wasn't really sure what was going to happen when I got the item in. This is the box. And I don't know if you could tell just how small this box is, but here's what is this, an 80-foot car? It is a tiny little box. This is an N-scale item. It's a Woodland Scenics, one of their built-in ready items. So basically what that means is it comes pre-assembled. And I thought, I hate assembling things. It'd be nice to get some more structures and stuff on the layout. Not really sure where this would go on the layout. It doesn't really fit the style of the layout, but I thought it'd be something to get. And when I opened the box, I was like, what is this little tiny box? I could not figure out what it is. Here it is. This is an N-scale, built and ready tin shack from Woodland Scenics. Let's see. I don't. Yeah, my goal is I will probably open more boxes on this show than on any show I've ever opened before. I don't know. Let's see if this camera. Yeah, this camera's kind of showing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more items over here, plus this box here that I cannot seem to get out of the other box. I guess this is one of those like little puzzles, I guess, where the first step of the puzzle is how to get the box open. And yeah. I don't know if it's, I mean, if we get to the part where I talk about my struggles, if we talk about them in real time, that could take hours. So inside this box is this little box, and this is obviously their little box that it comes packed in. I don't, can you tell how small this is? I mean, this thing is tiny. Probably paid more than I should have for it. Oh, that was a little quick, and of course that's out of focus. There we go. Landmark structure tin shack. I thought, you know, every yard and stuff needs a little shack, so there's always, you know, always somewhere I could put a shack. They've got staples in the side that I am now fighting with to get open. Who thought that this, I thought this was going to be the quick item to open, but apparently that is not correct. I'm going to use my Dry Hill railroad screwdriver that they gave us. Dry Hill is one of the layouts at Amherst. I will be heading up to Amherst at the end of April. Not the very, very last weekend, because there is one weekend after it, but I'll be heading up there, and I'm just planning on going for Saturday this year. Just trying to save a couple bucks on what I usually spend at Amherst, and saving it to do some. I really can't, like, I am really struggling trying to get this thing open. Did I say April? If I said April, I meant January. Obviously, I cannot talk and open boxes at the same time. I am completely incapable of doing that. But yeah, so this year I'm not going to stay over at Amherst in January. I am just going to go up and come right back. And I'm primarily doing that so that I can hopefully go attend some more ops weekends, like I didn't get up to Ed's ops weekend this year. So maybe I'll get a chance to do that. So here we go. Here it is. Little tin shack. And I kind of just figured, you know, like I could just sort of, you know, sit it wherever on the layout, and it can just kind of, it'll be a part of the ambiance, right? I mean, there was likely some sort of little shack like that at some point, so we're gonna go with that. Dennis, I didn't know if you knew this, but I've changed my channel. My channel is now a hand modeling channel. So everything that you see will be close-ups of my hands, and I figured that that would be a new way to proceed with the channel, to grow the channel for the future. I don't know what I just said. So the other thing I got in the mail, I've been having some issues with the U.S. Post Office lately. I don't know if anybody else is, but I have ordered things and they just take forever to arrive. So I had something shipped from the NMRA, which is in something, Tennessee. Was a Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. And it shipped on the 10th, and I didn't get it until like the 22nd or something like that. But it did finally arrive, and basically it's some more N-scale standards gauge with the RP25 contour on it. If you guys don't know what this is, hopefully most people here know what this is, but I'm sure some people don't. This is the standards gauge, and basically it has a lot of different measurements on it for wheel spacing. One of the ones I like is if you're doing a passenger platform, it gives you the little cutout for the passenger platform. You can use this as well, especially with this, for like making sure you have clearance in like tunnels, or even side to side between tracks to make sure you have enough room. So I had two of them. I don't know where one of them went, so I only had one left. So what I did was I just went out and just bought a couple of them. So now I've got several of them, and the reason I now have several of them, and I can't get this in the holder for some reason, but is that like now I can kind of line two of them up, you know, see how much spacing there is between tracks, because I think it would be cool to like have lighting and stuff between tracks, but it's looking like whoever designed this layout did not leave any space behind the or between the rails. Yes, so this is what I heard as well, is that the blue part is supposed to be for you know, more modern and longer cars, whereas the original is for the standard cars. I don't know. I assume that's probably true. I've been using even though I run 40-foot cars, I've been using the blue as my clearance just to give myself a little bit of extra space. I think a little extra space is good. When I was first starting back in this hobby, I made a mistake and I put a tree way too close to the track, and it kind of completely messed everything up on me. One thing that's interesting though, and I don't know that I have the technology to be able to show this today, but this over here is my original one, and this is a new one with a newer vendor. And the original ones are a thicker metal, and the newer ones seem to be a little bit thinner metal, and the stamping is not as good, where this guy's got a little bit of a little cup to it, whereas this guy's a lot flatter. So the new ones are still good. My recommendation, I didn't know this when I first went down the hill of looking for these. You can get these from almost any hobby shop for like $18 to $20, but if you buy them direct from the NMRA, and yeah, you'll probably have to wait for them a little bit, but if you buy them direct from the NMRA, instead of $18 to $20 each, I got them for $10 each, including shipping. So whereas I would have paid like $30 for one of them with shipping and everything, I was able to get 3 of them, so now I've got a bunch of spares. So I don't need to chain them up. The word gauge is still spelled wrong. Oh, that is so funny. It is. Did you see that in the screen? I don't know if you can see. It says G-A-G-E on both of them. That is so funny that they didn't fix the spelling. Well, what are you going to do? It does come with instructions and stuff too. As a typical guy, I tend not to follow instructions, but this tells you all about what the different, you know, uses are of the, oh look, it even says right here, the gauge, G-A-G-E. And this says square gauge. So is that a correct spelling? It says G-A-G-E everywhere on here. But yeah, so this, this kind of shows you how to measure your spacing of your frogs and rail spacing and everything. So yeah, kind of a useful measurement tool if you are into model railroading, as I'm guessing a lot of people here are, because when track is out of gauge or things are not quite aligning correctly, paint them data glow colors. I could tape one to my forehead and the chances of me still finding it are very likely slim to none. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. So Cameron, are you still here? One of my packages that I have over here, not this one on top, not this next one down, but this big one on the bottom, is actually from Cameron. And if he's still here, I thought we would open that up next. All right, so we have a response from the smart people. Gauge equals measuring tool. Gauge is specific to train rail width. RDGK 1 SE 3019. I know that, I'm trying to remember, I feel like I should know what that stands for. Gauge is a variant spelling of gauge. Dennis, the smart guy, says I may have that backwards. I don't know. Cameron's not sure who he is, but since he's here, a little secret though that I'm not going to tell Cameron is that there was a hole in the box, so I may have picked at it and pulled things out of the box while we were waiting, but supposedly there's a surprise in here. I don't know. That's what I heard. So we'll find out if there really is a surprise or not. I still think it's so funny that this was the box of that little, well, if I fold it up, make it small again, make it small. This was the box of that little tin thing compared to the box that Cameron sent me. I suspect there's a lot of air in this box. I don't know that to be completely true, but I suspect it's probably a significant amount of air. If you don't know Cameron, Cameron is Caboose 121. He lives out in the middle of the country, and he does his model railroading out there. He's posted up some videos every once in a while of things that he is up to and places he is going. This box is actually from the Rapido mystery boxes. I don't think I don't think it is actually a Rapido mystery box. Oh, RDG Reading KLSE equals a 2x2 locomotive 3019s. There you go. See, I knew it must have said something. There's like 10 or something. Are you saying there's 10 or something in here? I'm more middle than he is. Well, you're also up higher than he is. In a car gauge like oil pressure and temperature. Engineering, machining, and metrology gauge sometimes refers to fixed measuring tools, go, no-go gauges, gauge blocks, while gauge is used for dial indicating instruments. Is this turning into a Wikipedia ad, or did you actually know that off the top of your head? It was a good way to get rid of a box, 10 or something surprises. I hope they're all still in there because, as I mentioned, the box was kind of open. I'm going to move this down here, and we'll see if I can do things. Dennis, you were supposed to say it's all you. You're not supposed to admit that it's AI. Come on. You're supposed to pretend that it's you. All right, let's see. Can I get this open? I don't know if I can get this. Okay, here we go. So right on top is a sticker. I don't know who, if anybody, knows the joke around this, but there was a time when I went through a multitude of different shades of green to decide what the Riverside transfer green would be. Here's one of the cars with the actual green. It is not angel green. It is close-ish to it. It's a little darker than angel green. But for whatever reason, Cameron decided that angel green should be the correct color. And him and Roy made up some stickers, brought them up to Greeley, Colorado. And these just keep showing up over and over and over and over again. And how many years ago was that now? Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Okay, so Cameron said there are 10 items in here. Let's count them out. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. By the way, different camera or screwed up setting. This is first time seeing 9 out. Oh. Thank you. I'm new at this streaming thing. You know, GoPros are great because they're like small and you can get them into little places, but they're not great in other ways. And one of them is that every time you turn the thing on, you have to turn the menu off. So now you know, you can use them for streaming. They work. They're okay, but all right. So I did not plan for all of this. There seems to be, here's another sticker. So do the stickers count as the 10 items? So like, should I keep the stickers handy? So as I'm counting it, it's, you know, 1, 2. Yeah, Ray, I'll need to get together with you, and you'll have to teach me a little bit more about this thing. Oh, the stickers are the surprises. Gotcha. So yeah, it looks like here's another one. I suspect, and I could be wrong, but I suspect you just wanted to get rid of the stickers. And you just have a lot of stickers left over, so let's see. Keep looking for stickers. Am I going to find more stickers? Here we go. Here's another sticker. Sorry, typing on. Yeah, I know. What? I would never. Yes, you would. Cameron has the same problem I do. He can't throw anything away. So what it sounds like he did is he offered to 3D print something for me, and it seems like that offer came with him providing a well, basically sending his trash along with everything else. So here's one of the items. This is what I asked Cameron to print for me. The reason that I needed this is the regular Digitrax holders. This is a regular Digitrax holder. And I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it is much wider than what is actually needed for the throttle. So I found this version of the holder on, I think, like Thingiverse or Printables or something like that. And I asked if he could print it out because there is a spot on my fascia. It is just so much bigger, unnecessarily bigger. There's a spot on my fascia that is over here. And I guess, you know, this would be a good time to, oh, come on. One thing I forgot to do, speaking about, you know, messing up streaming, is I forgot to charge my phone between sessions. So the phone was not charged. So now I'm trying to set it up. So between I had this little spot here that I wanted to throw this Digitrax throttle in, but this holder was just way too big to fit there, but this holder fits really nicely. And basically I have this throttle set up for, and I won't make Dennis sick, because I know Dennis hates when you swing things around a lot. I have that throttle set up to run these little guys here. So if you are the yardmaster on the north side and you need a little bit of extra, you know, a little hand to help maybe drag something around, that throttle's just sitting there already connected to those locomotives. You can just grab it and go. And yes, this is not Angel Green. It's not Riverside Transfer Green, but I would say it works. And now it means I can get rid of this. So you are obviously Dennis number 3. So Dennis number 1 is Dennis from Otter Creek. Dennis number 2 is N-Scale Train Boy. And now you get to be Dennis number 3, apparently. So there you go. Ray says he fixed his Digitrax by going with NC, and that's one way to do that. Yeah, this could definitely be one of the. I'm trying to see if I have one on the lad. I don't see it right now. This could be Penn Central Green. I will say, like, every Penn Central Green that I've seen seems to be different. It was like, depending on the week, they used whatever green color they could have grabbed. So I don't know. Let's keep going. I don't know what else is in here. As Cameron can probably tell at this point, here's another sticker. There was a hole in the box, so I did pull one of these out through the hole so that I can get it mounted up so that I could use it. But it's just nice having this extra throttle here. Oh, that is true. Look at that. Now I can wear a Digitrax throttle on my shoulder. Dave says whatever was cheapest. Dave, what are we talking about? Oh, the Penn Central Green. Yes, yeah. Whatever color they could find at the moment. So Cameron, besides all these stickers that I keep pulling out, is there anything else in here that I need to be aware of? So I think he sent me 4 of these. I only really need 2 of them, or I'm going to keep 2 of them. One of them's going to go here, and then one of them I'm going to put on the wall over here, which is kind of my my extra storage spot over on this side. So I think I'll have 2 extras. So if somebody wants the extras and somebody uses these UT 6D throttles, let me know. I'll Christmas gift them off to you. I've got a small box ready to go that I can just throw them right back into and send them right out to you. Here we go. So here's the 4th holder. So we now have these 3 here, and then we've got the one holder right there on the fascia. At least they aren't circus peanuts. The circus peanuts come with the elephant. Now mail the box of peanuts to Paul. You know he loves them so much. Yeah, there's a lot of people that love people who use Packing Man who have 6 cents a year. Right, I agree. I not a fan of the whoa. We just almost had peanuts all over the floor, and I would not have been happy. So if somebody wants me to mail them this box with some throttle holders, 2 of them, let me know, email me, reach out, pop over on the Discord, find me through the magic of social media. I don't know. I think I found everything. Cameron, if you think I'm missing something, let me know. Otherwise, I got 2 more boxes to open, and at the rate I'm going, yeah, that is just not nice. No, 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 no. That is evil. Glitter is evil, evil, evil. We do not want to be sharing glitter. It's bad enough that I now have all of these angel green stickers that I need to do something with. If somebody wants this throttle holder, I can send them this one too. It's got Velcro on it, but you can take the Velcro off. But yeah, this one's probably gonna go in the trash can if somebody doesn't let me know right away. No, 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 no. Dentist number 3, you're gonna drop down to dentist number 4 if you mention something like that. Yeah, thanks, Ray. Thanks, appreciate it. So let's say this right now. If anybody is going to Amherst, Ray from Around the Layout is going to have a table. He is in the Mallory, the Young building. Is that right? Yeah, he's in the Young building by the door to the Mallory building. So if you see Ray from Around the Layout, bring him a box of peanuts and leave them with him at his table at Amherst. And that's how we will know who has watched this stream, by the number of people that bring Ray peanuts. So the more peanuts you bring, if you've got like a huge bag of peanuts, bring the whole bag of peanuts. Yeah. Did you get the peanuts and you were just re-gifting them? Or did you actually go out and buy peanuts that you are now sharing with us? I won't, if you want one of these, I won't ship them in the box with the peanuts, because I'm not doing that, but yeah. Dentist number 3, I have got to get myself to Altoona one of these years. I keep saying every year that I'm going to go, and then it gets to September and I haven't made plans. And it's like at a weird time of year where it just seems to like fly by when I'm not even paying attention at all. So speaking of Amherst, the next box that I'm going to open is this one. I am both excited for this package and also incredibly frustrated about this package. This is something that I brought to Amherst with me last year to give to a vendor to work on, and I just received it back this week. So it was a long, long, long time. Dave wants to know, what did your train say? I'm guessing he's talking about my shirt, and if I back up this far, you probably can't see it. But my shirt says, I asked my model train if it had any life advice. It said, and down on the bottom it says, stay on track. Ray says, if you do see him, to pick up the ATLP passport, but don't bring any peanuts. My understanding, and Ray, if I explain this incorrectly, you can take it out on me later. But basically, Ray's putting together a list of some of the vendors that support the podcast and support the community. It's a little bit of a scavenger hunt to go around and get your book checked off by all of the different vendors at Amherst. Just kind of a fun way to bring the community and all the different vendors and everybody together. So that's something that Ray is hustling, man. That guy is working. All right, so we're gonna open this box. I know what's in here. I actually showed a video of what's in here the other day. Actually, I wonder if I could probably play that video now. I think this is probably working. So that is an N-scale brass DD1. Hopefully that is what's going to be in this box. And I am hoping I have an op session in 2 days, 12 hours, 56 minutes, and 47 seconds. And if I can get myself in gear and get the layout up and together and running. I am hoping that I will have this running on the layout for the next op session. And there is a truck or something right outside my window. Boy, I can smell that. So let's get back to this. Let's open this up. First, actually, sorry, let's go back to this. Ray says, bring the completed card, being the ATLP passport, back to his booth in the Young building near the door to Mallory, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win stuff. Look at you showing off playing videos. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Ray, I didn't do that. I didn't do that as a, I didn't, Ray did an amazing Christmas event. It was, I think, 5 hours. He had major, minor, every vendor around the sun came onto his live stream. And one of the things that he did is some of the vendors provided him videos to play. And unfortunately, he did all of his testing while he wasn't streaming. And then when he went to do the stream, none of the videos worked. So I wasn't I wasn't doing it to poke fun at you. I actually forgot I had it on here. It just happened. Yeah, if you don't know, streaming takes a huge amount of processing, computer processing. Sorry, this is making me feel sick, this truck exhaust that's like coming in here. Anyway, sorry. What was I saying? Streaming takes a lot of processing, and I've got a massively beefy computer down here because there are some things that I keep saying that I'm going to do every year. I say next year I'm going to do them, but anyway, yeah, it takes a lot of computing power, and a lot of times you don't realize quite how much computing power. Sometimes things don't always work out. I will say, though, I thought Ray handled it very, very well. Ray basically said, hey, go over to my channel. I will post the videos after the stream. And lo and behold, if you were watching the stream, he was posting the videos right away. So he was hosting it and posting it so that you could watch the videos right away. Yeah, that's actually the problem. Is I've got my air conditioner uncovered, which allows air to come in, and that's why it kind of came in the room, because every once in a while we get trucks that will go by down there, and depending on which way the wind is blowing, it comes right in here. This is the window right here with the air conditioner. Here's an air conditioning story. Here's an air conditioning story for you. This morning, I come in here, and there is this just really loud and uncomfortable whistling sound. And eventually what I realized what it was is that I used this like window seal plastic tape to tape around the air conditioner to stop the air leaks. But one of the pieces of tape had like come off, so the wind was blowing through the gap across the tape and flapping the tape. So I came down here to work this morning, and there was just this like crazy noise, crazy uncomfortable noise. And Ray, that is the trick. I think that's the real trick to live streaming, is doing two things at once. Is Dennis number 2 here? I didn't see Dennis number 2 show up. Did I miss him? I don't see it. I didn't see Dennis number 2 post. Oh wait, you said around the yeah. I'm not getting a pat on the back today, let me tell you. See, look, this is how you pack stuff. Just crumple up some paper. Dennis, has ever have a cattle truck go by? I mean, I've smelled some interesting trucks. I saw some pop up. Oh, a Discord notification. Come on, Ed, keep it together. Come on. So I did get some miscellaneous foam and various things in here, but it looks like I also got the box. This is a Sunset Models brass DD1 N scale electric locomotive. He put TCS decoders in it and keep alives. So in addition to just having decoders, they also have keep alives. We did try and get sound inside of it. Wasn't quite big enough to get sound inside of it, but I still think it'll be a lot of fun to run this on the layout. I thought it was only gonna, pull maybe 4 cars, if that. But, if we watch this video again, he at one point had it pulling 20 cars. So I think this is going to turn out to be quite a nice little runner for the layout. And what I thought, and tell me if I'm crazy with this, and I mean, I guess I know the answer. There's no number on it, right? So I was trying to think of what the DCC address for it should be, like what is something that I can remember. And what I thought of is D is the 4th letter of the alphabet. So I thought the DCC address for this would be 441. So DD1 441. I figured it'd be something that I can remember. He did. He added LEDs. He put couplers on it and all kinds of stuff. I do not have the Long Island version. This is the Pennsylvania Railroad version. I actually have 2 more of these. So I might see about getting some decoders in the other ones. I would love to get one of these painted up in my Riverside transfer scheme, just because I think that would be like awesome. And yeah, I mean, that's the other side of it, right? Is how much noise really was there on a, I actually think, are these electric? Is it DD1 electric or is it diesel electric? I think it might have been diesel. I can never remember. But anyway, that's what it is. I'll take it out and, oh, yeah, no, luckily this is not 3-rail. It was straight electric. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure. So yeah, so that's this guy. I will get this going on the layout sometime soon. I gotta, I have really been on the struggle bus lately, so I have not gotten to quote this sort of extra stuff. Yeah, I still have to turn the layout. I have an op session at, I think it's 10:30 on Saturday, and I've yet to prep the layout for it. I should probably do that first before I keep working on these other projects. But speaking of other projects, ooh, this would be a nice size box for these. Look at that. Oh, you can't see that if I hold my hand in front of it. But yeah, I really like the box cabs. I don't know, there's just something really neat about them. These brass box cab models actually have 2 motors in them, 1 motor in each side. So, there isn't a lot of room on the inside, but it does pull very well. Somebody told me that some of them, the gears aren't in great shape, but this one seems to be doing great. So I'm hoping when I get the other ones out, those will be doing great as well. And maybe this whole layout will run with nothing but DD1s. The layout is set in 1968, so yeah. Al, I'm glad to see you here. I forget who, but somebody was asking me for your contact information lately, and I said, you know, I haven't seen Al in a while. I hope Al is doing okay. Al is one of those people that is always great to see at Amherst. And I know I've talked about Amherst like way too many times already today, but if you are anywhere near Amherst and able to go to Amherst, go. Not just to see the vendors, but also just to see the community. It's just an like amazing community that comes out for Amherst, and it's just fun hanging out with people and seeing people. And you know, some of these people you see once a year. Some people come all the way from Australia. Marty comes in usually all the way from Australia, but people come from all over. So yeah, that is what I need to do. Yeah, I need to start installing catenary. That is definitely another project that I need to work on. Yeah. If you come to Amherst, you get to see people like Ray in person, which is it's always fun to like you see these people that you like idolize, and you're like, oh, like Ray, he like runs this like amazing podcast, and then you see him in person, and it's just such a disappointment. So yeah, I mean, it is a really interesting experience. Ray, I'm just giving you a hard time. I think Thomas Splitrock is going. I'll be there Saturday. Let's see, who else is probably going? Almar's probably going, that's in this list. Who else? We got to get some of these other people going. I'm looking, a lot of people are on the West Coast, it looks like, that are in here right now. So, oh, Ed's gonna, duh. How could I forget Ed? Ed's gonna be there. Dennis number 2 will be there, I'm sure, as well. Maybe Dennis number 3 will be there. Oh no, he said he wasn't going. A Lionel guy. There is a guy in this area that has actually modeled the Northeast Quarter, and he did it all with catenary and stuff, and it's really really incredible. And yeah, Lee, if you can go, if you can get there, go. It is it's something to see. Yes, and come with low expectations. Don, are you going? I last I heard you weren't going, but you know, maybe we can kind of convince you to go. Cameron says maybe he might go at some point. So Cameron is over with Adam Cruz in that area, and they've got like the Rocky Mountain Train show, which John Sacerdotti's actually been helping them kind of build up, and John is the organizer for the Amherst Society for the Amherst Railroad Hobby Show, and that show is really picking up as well over the last 3 years. It has just grown immensely year over year. So yeah. Who's supposed to work the NMRA booth? I know Paul is working the NMRA booth, the guy I call Lance. I know that I'm sure Ed will be working the NMRA booth. I will not be working the NMRA booth. Nobody wants to see me at the NMRA booth. So you're definitely not going, Don? Well, then I'm not going. Yeah, I won't be staying over. I'll come hang out with you and bother you, Ray. No, not really. I joined the club while everyone was up there last year. I think it was trying to rent a bus. Yeah. People do carpool and stuff like that as well. Oh, you're back at the Western Complex, so they have more space now, which is good. Let's see. Okay, so this is something that I got. I can't begin to tell you how many of these I have. I've got I think 2 different ones that I got off of eBay. I've got I've got a couple other ones lying around, but I got this one because it's got some special features that I really liked and I really appreciated. This company is a company that I've been following for a while now. They do some really neat electronics stuff. I will say they're not the cheapest company out there. If you've got some DIY skills, there are less inexpensive ways to do some stuff. But the quality of this system, I just think it looks fantastic, and I'm excited I'm able to purchase it for the layout. This is going to go back in this corner over here. I got a road crossing over over some tracks, and I'm gonna put that over here in this area. This corner of the layout in general, I want to do like a whole like lighting thing. I got some Miller Electric signs that I want to put up on top of that corner building. I want to get lighting in all those buildings. I got some vehicles with lighting on it that I want to get in that area. So I am going to pile stuff up in that corner that is all just sort of like lighting and fancy fancy stuff. Amtrak does run to Amherst. That's actually how I get there. I am taking the Amtrak leaving Penn Station at I think 7 a.m. in the morning. I get up to Amherst at about 10:30. They run shuttle buses from the train station to the event, and then there's a 5:30 train back down here. So I will get on that train and make it a one-day thing. I will say, if you have never done Amherst, it is impossible to do in a day. The only reason why I think I can kind of go and do it in a day is just because I've been there enough. I'm really just going to see people and hang out with some people for the day. So I have that goal. But if you've never been there and you've never seen the layouts and you've never seen any of that stuff, and this is always a good reason to go to Amherst, is to bother home shops. I don't know who specifically you're talking about, but yes, there are always people that I avoid while I'm there as well. Anyway, let's get to opening this up. This comes from Jim Lewis at Model Train Technology. I do have his lighting controller that he put out a long time ago. I haven't actually used it yet. I may or may not use it in the corner there. I do have a Logic Rails LCC lighting controller I'm thinking about using there, but this layout's going to have a lot of lighting on it, so I'm sure all these various controllers that I have will get used in various places. But what this is the railroad crossing kit from Model Train Technology, and I got it with the bell module. It does have DCC controlled, so you can trigger it with DCC. Amherst is in East Springfield, Massachusetts. If you look up the Big E, here, Ray even says it right here, Springfield, Massachusetts Station. That's where it is. You've been there twice and you still have not seen the N-scale Godzilla. Yeah. Dennis, man, you got to come out. Come out this way, man. Come see me. Come go up there. You know, a lot of cool things happening around here. So this is the Model Train Technology. So I got the entire kit from them. A little bit just because I was curious to see how it's all going to come together. But I've got a single bell module. I got two gate controller modules. Each of the gate controller modules comes with a servo. And this is actually the fancy part of this system, is this servo setup. What he did was he added a Hall sensor to the servo so that the servo, when you start up the system, that it always knows where it is. And that can be, you know, an issue sometimes with crossing gates and with servos and stuff, that in order for the servo to know where it is, it'll run to one end and then run back. But when you have things like a crossing gate, you can't have it run to one end and back. It just doesn't really work that way. So the other kind of nice thing about these that I thought was interesting is they mount with magnets. And you might say like, oh, like that's not such a good idea to mount this with a magnet. But one of the reasons why this is kind of an interesting mounting solution is if it does overrun the throw of the servo and it's trying to basically break your crossing gate, you know, apart by pushing too hard against it, instead of breaking the crossing gate, it basically, the magnet will, you know, just kind of come loose a little bit and just sort of loosen up. So this is what I'm going to try again. Like, it's all kind of, you know, kitted up together and whatnot. Here are the crossing gates. The crossing gates can have left arms, right arms. You can get a kit with one gate with an arm, kit with two gates with two arms. Also has, you know, the flashers, the LED lights, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about this kit. I think this is going to be a really nice solution for me for that corner. That's going to kind of be my high-end fancy corner. But yeah, so something to kind of look forward to on the layout as kind of an upcoming project. So yeah, another project for the layout. So now, since Dennis from Otter Creek is here, I thought maybe I could mention this and maybe he could, you know, help us out and get us all straightened out. But I've been on the struggle bus with LCC. If you don't know what LCC is, it is a newer-ish, it's not really new, but it's a new control protocol, and it's what all of the kids are using these days. And I have just been having quite a time getting all of this set up. There's this thing called well-known events that I didn't understand. I actually meant to open this one up, not that one. This is the one that's going to control all of the signaling on my layout. I've been getting, let's see if I can zoom in on this to show you guys, but I've been getting signals set up on the layout, which is what I needed. Oh, and the thing's shaking. That's bad. Stop shaking. But I've been getting a bunch of signals set up on the layout. So there's a lot of wirings with the signals, and they all go back to stuff. And I don't, you know, there's just all of this stuff to program. And even once I get all of this programmed, like, I don't even know how to turn the darn lights on. So I'm kind of just like taking things one step at a time right now. But I've got all this like paperwork and documentation over here. And I've been trying to go through all of this and create all of my signals and everything. And I am just like, if anybody is an expert in this stuff and wants to help me out with it, feel free to reach out to me, because I can use all the help I can get. I've been posting online and probably driving some people crazy, but it's, you know, they say like when DCC was adopted, you know, it took a little while to catch on, and people keep saying that with LCC as well. And I don't know how it's ever going to become simple, because it's just, It's just really complicated. Yeah, like I can push the test buttons and have lights come on, but I'm not quite clear on how to do all the configuration to get the signals to light up appropriately. Did I do a test track? What do you think, Dennis? Dennis, do you think that I just jumped into the deep end with both feet all at once? Or do you think I dipped my toes in, felt the temperature of the water, tested it out, decided what was, the best thing to do? Here, let's see if I show you this. This may give you an idea of how head first I jumped in. These are all the heads that I have programmed so far. These are all the ones that I have entered. I do have the 4 rule ones entered in here. Oh, and I'm not even showing the right thing. But I do have the 4 rule ones entered: stop, restricting, approach, and clear. I did try and get the stuff into JMRI, but I couldn't get the signal mask into JMRI. It's a whole thing. I was not I put off getting into LCC for a long, long time. What I think of as a long time, right? The first RR Circuits products came out in 2017. The TCS command station supposedly came out around 2020-ish. I'm not exactly sure the date just because of it was around COVID and stuff. So it's been out for long enough that you think, yeah, I'm not a programmer, so I'm kind of, I'm on the struggle bus. I'm on the struggle bus, but it's a nice bus. It's a bright yellow color. It's pretty small. There aren't a lot of seats on it. Not a lot of people want to join with me in the process. I was very close to throwing in the towel the other day. I was just not getting anywhere that I wanted to go. I have Mr. Barraza on speed dial. So here's the thing, right? If you invested in LCC a year ago, you probably set it up very differently than how somebody would set it up today, because things are changing, things are growing, new features are coming out. So Dave Barraza, I was actually at his layout last weekend. He has LCC set up, but he has all of the conditionals in JMRI, because at the time, LCC was so new when he adopted it that he did all of the programming in JMRI and none of the programming in LCC. So I am, Dave's been great. Dave's been helping me out. So, yeah, I'm that guy that wouldn't go from DC to DCC. And that's the thing, right? There are people out there that are like, DCC seems incredibly complicated to them, and they just won't switch to DCC. And now LCC is just like, I think I will get it. I think I should be able to get to a point where I can get it to work. I have, yes, so my detectors are talking to the node right now. So basically I have what is called the LocoNet LCC gateway. So all of my LocoNet commands come into LCC. They are well-known IDs. You can then use those well-known IDs in your conditionals. So all of my track detection, all of my turnout detection, and all that kind of stuff, it's already set up and working. Yeah, I was one of those people that said, I will never have LCC on this layout. I don't need LCC on this layout. LocoNet can do everything I need it to do. And now here I am with LCC. Yeah, so when I built this layout, I built it with the intention that everything was going to be detected. Every turnout, not every turnout, in the yards, there are sections that are detected together. But once you leave the yard on the main line from one end of the layout to the other, every turnout has separate detection. Every piece of track between turnouts has separate detection. So I can detect, is the train on a turnout? Is the train on the track? Is the train, so yeah. And that's it. Like, if the system you have works, like, you don't need to change it. I didn't have anything, right? And I was looking at some other solutions, and I was talking to some people that went through implementing those other solutions, and they said, just jump right in and do this. You know what? Like, it's just do it. So I jumped in. What can I say? So if you want to join me on the struggle bus, come join me. Let's learn LCC together. Let's figure this out. Let's make this happen. I've got lots of paperwork. I don't know what the paper does. We will make it happen. It will happen. It will get done. I'm trying to do it in the newest way possible, which means putting all of the logic in the nodes. And my understanding is there's, that wasn't really possible until the Tower plus Q modules came out, which is a new node that's available. So anyway, all of that to say, Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate. Happy holidays. I will be streaming on, is it going to be New Year's Eve next Wednesday? I'll probably be streaming on New Year's Eve because I am definitely not going out and watching the ball drop in New York City. I can go do that on my TV at home. So I will be here hanging out and doing my thing. By next week, I'll probably have some operations stories because I'll have one more op session under my belt. Hopefully I'll have some more LCC programming done, and maybe I'll have some either more pain or more pleasure. Yes, Dennis number 3, I live in New York City. As far as I know, I'm the only operating layout in Manhattan. There are other operating layouts in New York City, out in Queens and in the Bronx, and I believe on Staten Island as well. I'm the only operating layout in Manhattan as far as I know. If you're in this area, hit me up, come visit, come say hello. But in the meantime, I will see you one more time before next year. But from the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.